But then in the next year, the Spurs moved from the ABA, obviously, to the NBA and the merger. And there had been one team, even in the late 70s, there was always one team from Texas in the playoffs before the Mavericks.
And he'll make it the next time it's available.
For the Mavericks, they had a run of 15 of 16 years in the playoffs in 2001. And then this year on the outside, looking into the playoff picture, as Malachi Branham started the game with a three-pointer for San Antonio, and Ntilikina has Dallas's first basket on a straight line drive to the hoop. Puts up a three-pointer, and it's off target.
Man, he put on a show the other night in a brief flurry.
Skin was talking about the Texas teams and not making the playoff in both games, a win over Portland and a loss yesterday to Minnesota.
Are you reading something into that?
No, not at all.
Was Matthew McConaughey there?
Trey Jones had one of those triple-doubles yesterday against Minnesota, 21 points, 10 boards, 12 assists. He leaves it for Bates Diop with the shot clock winding down.
I think he could have worked himself to a 40-footer, but he really leaned in on a half-court.
Here's Malachi Branham with his fourth made basket of the game. And it's going to boomerang right back to him. Here's Gorgui Dieng, the one bet on the floor for San Antonio, and he hits the baseline jumper. And talking before the game with Jason Kidd about him, pace, defense, can he improve his three-point shooting? As we see Gorgui Dieng, the veteran, knocked down. I'm the guy that's hot.
I would agree with that, too. Nice cut.
Holiday blocked by Mamukelashvili. And Gorgui Dieng comes away with the ball. He almost made another three-pointer just a minute ago, by the way. Blake Wesley wide open for three and good.
I mean, he looked good. I don't care how tall you are, how short you are. Shooting is a fundamental. Nice drive there.
Non-hyphenated?
Yes.
Yeah, because obviously hyphenated things.
Hyphenated's a different category.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to assume he's got the longest non-hyphenated name as McKinley Wright knocks down a shot.
Maybe in NBA history.
Blake Wesley from 40 feet.
Well, the Spurs dropped 42 in the first 12.
He has more experience on the floor. Well,
heck yes.
I was going to say out of all the guys.
JaVale's watching this thinking, man, I want to get in there and get freed up for some threes.
He made one the other night?
Yes.
Here's Hardy inside with a layup.
Not that I heard it. I just looked at the play.
Yeah.
He got hit.
I think Justin Holiday agrees with you, by the way. Mamukelashvili hits a three. Well, he's knocked down two here in the last little bit. And now here is a score inside for Julian Champagnie. Dieng reaches that pass. And another three is made, this time by Sandro Mamukelashvili. Champagnie down the lane.
Champagnie is like, he didn't get the memo because you don't have anything to lose. You're not thinking about your shot. You're just shooting it.
Trey Jones knocks it down. Now that's 11 in the quarter for Justin Hardy.
As a player throughout my career.
Here is Jaden Hardy. That's 13 in the quarter now for Jaden Hardy. I'm sorry, up to 15 in the quarter now.
Just get buckets, man. Some guys breed shot making.
San Antonio.
Like his brother, he's very solid.
Oh!
And that is Berton slamming it.
Come on!
Full of wine, waiting on him.
Yes.
I still think he wants to coach. I think, especially if doing the draft, they get the
Come on!
Yeah.
I think that's going to be intriguing enough for him to come back.
Left wing, let's go.
Here's Ntilikina bringing it up the floor,
Let's go.
they find Bertans again. Defenders on him this time. Barlow. Bertans hits it.
Someone was red hot, you'd find him.
Yeah, he's hot.
Malachi Branham, nice drive and finish.
The one shot he made that wasn't a three was that switching hand, left-handed dunk on the drive. That was the highlight reel.
Speaking of the dunk, there's one for Jaden Hardy.
19 for him now.
Has to be one of the biggest in NBA history. When a team scores 14 in one quarter and 41 and counting, maybe 43. Yep, 43. And maybe Spencer Dinwiddie had one 20-point quarter. I'm not 100% sure on that. We're checking on it.
Hey, no point intended. You know there's no such thing as a bad shot today.
No way.
Every shot is a good shot.
Thought it was a great shot.
Julian Champagny for three.
This game has overtime written. No, I'm joking.
Don't even. Branham as a defender. Hardy goes down, and Branham hits the open shot.
You're not going to go. Boy,
nice ball movement there.
Yes, it was.
Bates Diop. Mamukelashvili on the putback.
Squared his body up to the basket to make a pretty tough shot.
Keita Bates Diop around the defense and lays it in.
Or the first half, really, for that matter. It's an offensive game.
Here's Bates Diop. And another layup for Keita Bates Diop. Well, as a matter of fact, apparently there were. Kyle Anderson and Rudy Gobert got into a fight on the bench. And Rudy Gobert, we understand, it's reported that he's been sent home.
The playoffs. Must-see TV.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't like that my Mavericks aren't in it, but man, I love NBA playoff basketball.
Indiana, Miami, and Oklahoma City. Injuries played a big part in Oklahoma City and Indiana. And of course, LeBron James returned to Cleveland, played the biggest part in Miami.
Miraculous comeback would have said, all right, guys, it's all downhill from here because we're not making the playoffs.
Well, there is going to be footage of that game a little while. Blake Wesley misses a baseline jumper.
Oh, man.
Look at that. Look at that cut. Look at that cut, Hart.
Just 18 games for Dallas.
I would be happy if both of those guys were back with this team next year. They're the type of veterans they need.
Barlow finishes through traffic inside. And, of course, the big free agent question, Kyrie Irving.
That's the biggie.
And that's a biggie in terms of a slam for Blake Wesley. And one each by Ntilikina, Hardy, McKinley Wright, and A.J. Lawson. And that was an over on the line for Ntilikina, and a cut to the basket and a finish for Mamukelashvili.
You have to seize the moment, because I think people talk about, oh, wait till we went to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
They're talking about that now. I mean, I got to the finals, conference finals, and just automatically thought, oh, we'll do it next year. We'll do it next year. Next year never comes a lot of times. Well, look, the Warriors won the championship last year. They didn't lose to bad teams.
Right.
They took care of their business against those teams.
You just give yourself no margin for any error.
Yeah, I think we definitely gave too many bad teams confidence, and it came back to bite us, to say the least.
It is one of the all-time great sound bites in NBA history. Yep.
Yeah, that was Rudy.
And that is a nice up and under finish by Dominic Barlow. Yes, I did. 4-3, Theo Pinson. A.J. Lawson.
He gave me that when he said he was going to show me something else. Yeah.
Did he look over here? I missed it.
No, he did not, but
I saw you talking to him.
He looked down in that bucket on that dunk, though.
Mamukelashvili with a three-pointer.
Such a fun last name to say.
It is.
I'm too young to worry, so.
Here's a spin and a shot for Blake Wesley and a putback for Dominic Barlow.
Been on the offensive glass quite a bit. Oh, nice play.
Steal
Give
for
it to him and get it back.
Yeah.
Theo.
Will it appear San Antonio will end up tying the second worst, avoiding tying the second worst record in franchise history. Sandro Mamukelashvili and Malachi Branham each have 20 for San Antonio, and as we noted a moment ago, Dominic Barlow has 21. Here's Blake Wesley with the basket.
He got an all-NBA team this year.
Sure.
Agreed. Okay, so
and he will be.
As we're talking about, I'm sorry.
He got played if he doesn't.
Spurs gave up 151 points yesterday. They are going to potentially score 141. Nope, Mamukelashvili missed the three, and the game and the season